Have you ever wondered what the Octo Weapons are, or where the graffiti around Inkopolis comes from? If so, then you've come to the right place. Hey everyone, Jamo here, and today we're going to be going over 10 facts from the world of Splatoon that you might not have known. But before we get started, make sure to like the video and share it with your friends, and to tell me at the end of the video how many of these facts you really knew. That all said, let's jump straight into the facts. On the Urchin Underpass stage, you can see two sprites from two classic Nintendo games on the opposite sides of the map. A blooper from Super Mario Bros. And an Octorok from The Legend of Zelda. They seem to be here not only as a nod to Nintendo's legacy games, but as a parallel between the squid-like Inklings and the octopus-like Octolings, and their great turf war. Did you know that out of the 3 Splatoon games, Splatoon 3 had the longest wait time from reveal to release? Splatoon 1's wait time was from its reveal at E3 2014 to its release in 2015. This was 352 days, just shy of a year. Splatoon 2 on the other hand was teased in October of 2016, but wasn't fully unveiled until the January of the following year. Going from the teaser date to the release was 274 days. Or if you'd prefer the proper announcement in 2017, then that's only 189 days between announcement and release of the full game. This leaves us with Splatoon 3, which was first shown in the Nintendo Direct of February 2021, and came out recently in September of 2022. Between announcement and release, there was 568 days of waiting, far greater than any of the previous 2 games, and it was certainly worth the wait in my opinion. In the original Splatoon, the first ranked mode, Splat Zones, was not available at launch. It would not come to the game until 2 days later, on June 1st. The reason for this was to ensure enough players reached level 10 to make matchmaking possible in those early days. Shiver is pretty awesome. She hangs out with sharks and brings a unique flair to Deep Cut's music. But did you notice there's something unusual about her design? I'll give you a few seconds to try and guess what it is. Okay, time's up. Did you get it? Well, let's see if you were right. Her eyes aren't normal. Well okay, normal for female Octolings. Throughout the series, we've seen Octoling girls have these little markings beneath their eyes, kind of like running mascara. This ranges from playable Octolings to enemy Octolings, and even Marina has them, but Shiver here does not. Maybe it really is a stylish choice, rather than a part of Octoling biology. Food for thought. According to the book The Art of Splatoon, the little laws on the armor jacket replica is said to be there for the purposes of attracting the opposite sex. So I guess if you're looking to get lucky, Marie's got your back in this. Though why it's on armor is a mystery to me. In an interview with Famitsu back in 2015, the developers for Splatoon had this to say about the Jellyfish. The Jellyfish in the plaza are doing various things, such as graffiti on the stage, and some of them pretend to be doing such things. It's interesting to note that the graffiti around the city is the work of the Jellyfish. The devs also stated that Jalonzo is the only Jellyfish able to speak. However, this has been contradicted in both the sequels, where his successors also have this ability. Everybody loves Kelp Dome, right? Well, would it shock you to know that the glass dome around it isn't always there? For a brief few moments, it will disappear whenever you use the super jump. I hope the Kelp's doing okay. The launchers on the Salmon Run enemy Flyfish resemble water coolers, or eskies if you live in Australia, whilst their missiles closely resemble Ramoon, which is a type of soft drink in Japan. These are known for their cod neck bottles. Perhaps the name being cod is why it was chosen for the salmonids to use, both being fish. In the Octo Canyon story modes of Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, we fight these super bosses known as the Great Octo Weapons. These are giant enemies that were used back in the Great Turf War from the Octarian army. To defeat them in game, you usually end up spraying down an exposed tentacle. The mem cake for this tentacle implies that Octolings or Octarians are turned into these tentacles somehow, and are forced to pilot these Octo Weapons. Agent 8 states, "Is what awaits me the same fate? I must not dwell, it's much too grim," also implying how horrible this transformation would be. though this comes from an amnesiac octoling, so take this with a pinch of salt. And for the final fact, the song Now or Never has had many renditions throughout the series, even getting its own remix in Super Smash Bros. But who originally composed it in universe? Well, that would be the group we first heard it from, Squid Squad. Yes, the Squid Squad, famous for that, as well as Splatoon, which has also received its fair share of covers from bands in the games, like Jellyfish and Seaside. And there you have it, 10 facts you may or may not have known about the world of Splatoon. Let me know how many you knew, and if there's any cool facts you know about Splatoon, comment them down below and you might make it into the next video. But until then, I will catch you all in the next one.